Y- Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you notice that this review is a little different, then basically I'm trying to do a little bit of a different setup where instead of me just moving the figure around and me just messing everything up, I thought instead how about I just show pictures and I just talk through all of it. So yeah. So anyways, today we are reviewing the Bandai vinyl Heisei Godzilla. I forgot which exact version it is, but I do know it's definitely the Heisei one. Let's start with the sculpt. I really do like the sculpt. It's definitely not the most accurate sculpt in my collection. I think the most accurate one belongs to more of my NECA figures, but it's still definitely a pretty good one for what it's worth. The painting on it as well, it isn't that bad either. I actually really do like the painting on it. It isn't great, but hey, at least they attempted at something. The articulation for the figure, I'm just gonna show you a quick stop motion video of that. So yeah. All right, so that was just a quick animation thing just to show you what the animation looks like. I mean what the articulation is. My bad. So yeah, it does have some decent articulation. Definitely is like most Bandai vinyl figures, not top tier, but serviceable. I will say though that the tail does like to pop off quite easily, which isn't a big deal. But I will admit, whenever I am turning the tail, it does get a little annoying. But to be honest, who's really gonna turn the tail? Who's really gonna turn the tail of Godzilla that far away? Hey, wait a minute, that sounds weird. Just kidding. So yeah, articulation isn't that bad. I do wanna compare this to some other Bandai figures, and yeah. So here's some size comparisons. So first we have the Bandai Creation Burning Godzilla. I always thought it looked what I find interesting is that as a kid I always thought that the Bandai Creation Burning Godzilla always looked like the Bandai Vinyl Heisei Godzilla, but it could just be a coincidence. Um they do look pretty good. The only really issue is that Burning Godzilla is a little bit too small. I'm pretty sure he's actually way more bigger in the film, but yeah, pretty good. We next up we have the Godzilla Final Wars Bandai figure. Not bad. They definitely do match. Yeah, I like them. I personally do prefer the Final War Bandai figure, and I just prefer that design in general. But they do look pretty good. Next up we have the I forgot what they were exactly called, but I'm just gonna say what is called land version and flying version of Destroyer, and they do pair really decent with each other. I will admit that the flying destroyer is way more bigger, and you can clearly see that he's barely bigger at him at all. So, but yeah, they definitely do look good with each other. We have the Bandai Vinyl Biolante. I believe this is the re-release version. This also looks pretty good, but yet again, this figure's pretty. But the Biolante is pretty small. I think it's less because the Godzilla is like big, and more of just because some of these figures are pretty small. Next up we have the Bandai Vinyl Heisei King Ghidorah. These guys do pair a little bit better with each other. Godzilla is yet again bigger, but this time I'll let it pass because yeah. But yeah, pretty good. So that's all for this video. I think this is how I'm gonna do my reviews now. But I do really do prefer this version because I can do more editing on it, and to me it's way more fun experience doing it. So yeah, that's all for this video. Bye guys.